hi everyone. This is Amy Roloff, and you are live. We are live, and Lisa's going to be joining me. But Lisa, I do not have you joining me on Instagram yet.
You have to invite me.
Where do I do that? I mean, your name usually just comes up.
I said invite me, so let's try it again.
You know, with these new phones, both of us just got new iPhone 14s,
Oh,
and why
okay.
we did that, I have no idea. Um,
Lisa is here. Said,
wow.
I don't know. Is there
I
an
usually,
invite?
I, I usually just press the plus button to join.
Yeah,
Your
I'm
name's not
here.
up.
Press her
Oh,
name.
maybe this. Oh, I see.
How long have we been doing this and you're just
Well,
figuring it out?
I never had to go to the little people thing.
Oh, this is your new
Yeah, this
phone.
is my new phone.
Oh, okay.
You
Let's
know,
see.
the thing that gets me when you get a new update or when you get a new product is that why do they always have to like change it? You know, just change it all. Are you on?
I'm on. Can you see me?
Okay, yeah, let me do my thing. Okay, people, we are live, and sometimes we do know what we're
Yay!
doing, or at least most of the time. So,
We
oh,
tried.
we've been doing this for what, 2 years now, and we're
No, you know
still,
what? I've been looking back. I think it's almost 4 years
excuse me,
total. Yeah,
and we still don't know technology?
because it keeps changing on us.
Oh
We're
my
getting
gosh, we
old and they change
pathetic.
all the technology and then we have to start over. And luckily now we have our producer Naveed who, is in the background helping us out because when we first started doing this ourselves, oh dear.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to pull off. Gosh, I can't remember what her first name is. Did any of you guys see the Golden Globe Awards?
No.
I felt bad for the person that won, I think, the Best Actress Drama. It's for NCIS Special Victims Unit.
Oh,
Gosh, what is her name?
somebody will
Marissa
help us
something or
out
other.
here. I'll
Anyway,
look for it.
she was accepting her, award, the Golden Globes Award. Then you have Hilton. God, what's her first name? Part of Los
Paris?
Angeles or
Paris Hilton?
no, not that's the
Oh,
daughter, the mom.
oh.
Anyway, you had all of the housewives of LA or whatever it is. She's up there. The thing that gets me about that
Yeah.
is that you've been on and doing TV for so long. You're up on stage. You're with a bunch of people. I do not care where you think the camera is, but oh, well, I thought the camera was just going to be focused on her. You know what? I'm going to pull what she did. Oh, dear. Let me look. Okay.
Oh, Kathy Hilton. Somebody said, thank you for SGM, said Kathy Hilton.
And I'm
And
like,
she was putting her lipstick on the
but the
camera.
problem I have is that
I missed that.
where is your mindset? It's just like what Jimmy Kimmel did. He thought he was funny, but it's like someone is accepting an award and you come splashing in, laying down like you're
Yeah,
having a heart attack or
distracting.
something. I don't know. I saw that on
Oh,
either Extra or
oh,
Entertainment Tonight.
Marissa Torme
It
was the
wasn't Marissa
actress.
Tomei.
As the actress?
No, it was not her. It
Oh,
was a Hilton. She's
no,
on Housewives of LA.
right. But who was getting the award? Marissa
Oh,
Torme?
yes, I'm sorry.
Yes.
I think her name is Marissa, but it's been on the show a long time. It's all about women and domestic violence or rape. And she's won acolyte. She advocates for that.
Hargitay.
It's Marissa.
Marissa
I think her first name is
Hargitay?
Marissa something. But anyway,
Hargitay. People
but
are letting us know. I'm watching the
okay,
comments. So,
because
yeah.
I could not believe that she stood up there and she's like, well, I didn't know. It's like, wait a minute, excuse me. Even I know that. And I'm on a crazy reality show.
So, are you saying our little show here is more organized than the Golden Globe
No,
Awards?
but we know what we are,
Yes,
We're
yeah,
just having a good
exactly.
time.
We're
We're
just
having a
having fun.
fun time and we're
Yes.
chit-chatting and
And we have our
just like
community
that.
here.
So
We really appreciate everybody that
yes, we
comes on
do.
and watches us. It's so fun. We look forward to this every time.
You know
And
me, I go off on a tangent.
stick to the timing. I put the times on here now today.
Yes, we want to welcome you all. We've got so many people here. In fact, I got to get better glasses. These are not good enough. Oh my gosh.
Oh, you can't see?
It's kind of blurry.
Why don't you clean them?
No, it is. I'm so sorry, people. Hang on.
Really? Really? You're going to leave to get other glasses? You can't take her anywhere. Well, throw those other ones in the garbage can so you don't worry about
Well,
those.
the reason I like the other ones better was because, they're thinner. These are a little
Yeah,
bit thicker,
those are cute. I like those.
but I need thinner ones. This is like too much to do this kind of thing.
It's
So
cute. I
anyway,
like them. I
but yes,
like them.
thank you everyone for coming. We've got people from New Jersey and Hillsborough, Portland, Hillsborough
Oh, I
area. Oh
saw
my
that.
gosh.
Oh, Tennessee. Rika Hargrove from Tennessee. Betty
Someone is
Thomas
from
from New
St.
Orleans.
Helen, Michigan. Go figure.
Oh, we have a St. Helens,
Here.
Washington, right? Or is that
No, it's
Oregon?
Oregon.
Oh, it is, but it's
It's
close to
just
Washington.
above Scappoose. You know,
Very
we
cool.
got Vancouver, BC, Indiana, Idaho, California,
British
Northern
Columbia,
Indiana, the UK. Oh my goodness.
Australia,
Hello, UK.
Hawaii, Mary Santiago. Oh man, I would
Oh,
love to have some
wow.
warm weather today. It's cold out here.
Oh,
Cold.
Lisa is like, it is a clear, crisp, cold day. These are the perfect
38
winter days.
degrees.
Perfect winter days.
Oh,
Daisy and I went for a walk. I was trying to get her on with her Santa hat on, like I did with Felix back in the day, but
she's not
she
having
did
it.
not exactly cooperate quickly. So
She
anyway,
said, no, thank
but
you.
yeah. So yeah, thank you. We thank you for our team, and we've got some other people with special shout outs, right, Lisa?
Yeah, we've got Brittany Ford from Maryland.
And we got Carrie Nashing from Portland, Oregon.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Ruth Arkin from North Carolina. Welcome, Ruth.
And Paula Kinsley from Ohio.
All
So
right.
we want to give some other special shout outs. In fact, we're a day earlier than we typically do this on a Thursday, right,
Yes, we
Lisa?
are. And why is
Because,
that?
because I told my team, Lisa and I and Naveed, who is in the background here, um, I've got two plays to go to of my grandkids. Ember is in her like preschool concert play, and
Aww.
that's in the morning. And Jackson is in his choir Christmas play, from his school. It's not just his class because he's in kindergarten now, tomorrow evening. We're really hoping because Jackson was not feeling well today.
Oh, no.
And Tori is like bummed because she hopes that he feels better for tomorrow. But, with everything
Oh,
going on, with the flu, RSV, all this other stuff, obviously she's not going to push it. But, we're so hoping because, it's her first,
I
kid. It's
know.
Jackson. And this in
Yes,
his
that's
first,
precious.
real school play. So Chris
He
and I
may
were going to travel
probably
up to Battleground to go to it.
he'll probably bounce back. You know how kids are.
Yeah.
They're sick for a day and then they want to run around and
I know. Well, we're
so
hoping that happens. But
that's
we've got
very
Northern
cool.
Michigan here. Deb won't be on, but she
Oh,
may
where's
watch
Deb?
later. She's working.
Oh, because it's Wednesday, not
Yeah.
Thursday. Okay, got it. Got
So
it.
hi, Deb, and hi, Kay in Michigan. Maybe Ellen, my friend Ellen in Michigan, may be watching. Um, who else?
Just our team, and we really
Well, yeah.
appreciate
I mean, we've got a
everybody.
bunch of other people, but those were specifics.
I think
Anyway,
that's all.
we just appreciate all of you guys.
We have Gail Stevenson from Edmonton, Whidbey
Oh,
Island, Washington. Renee
we got Half
Spaldino.
Moon Bay, uh,
Oh,
California. We have
ooh.
Northern Michigan. That's like way up in the UP. Georgia,
Sandy
Milwaukee.
from Georgia.
Oh, you're
Donna from New
good at.
Jersey. Teresa
I'm sorry.
from New
We're kind
York.
of waiting for each other. Philadelphia,
Okay, one at a
um,
time. You do one, I do one. You do one, I do one.
Wisconsin.
Okay. Kim Boyer from Houston, Texas. Welcome.
We have Iowa.
We have Leah Gemez Horrendous from Milwaukee.
We have Sheila from Arkansas.
Colleen from 29 Palms, California.
Oh, we have someone from Napoleon, Michigan.
Where's
Lansing.
that?
Oh my gosh. East Texas.
Ooh, Gladstone. Is that Gladstone, Oregon? Hey, that's just down the street
Wow.
from me.
Oh my God, Pontiac, Michigan. Boy, I've got a lot of my Michigan team
You
here.
do. You have a big following from Michigan.
I love it because I love my home state. In fact, I just saw an Instagram post because I follow Pure Michigan,
Hmm.
and they did a little video thing of Pine Knob, which is just north of where I lived. I think it's near,
Pine Knob.
yeah,
Is that how
Pine
you say?
Knob, just north of, like, it's around Pontiac, Farmington Hills, from what my memory. Anyway, that is where I
Oh,
saw my first concert, Bob Seger, Michigan boy, Detroit boy. I love it. But they showed because people, we have Mount Pleasant. Well, it's a little mountain. It's not like a mountain out west, but they have skiing there. They have snowboarding. They have all of this stuff. It looked like a
wow.
blast at Pine Knob. I thought, wow, that is so,
How
you know,
fun.
I envy people who are still living in their home area because they can still stay connected to their high school friends, their college
Yeah.
friends, or they still may have family there and everything. And I think the older I get more nostalgia that I wish I had more of that, in my
Oh,
adult life. But
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. From moving, that, kind of changed
yeah,
everything.
it changed everything. And you never
Oh,
know how much it will change. I mean,
hmm,
obviously, it will a little bit, but you just don't know like how much. So
yes. Yeah.
anyway,
Sioux City, South Dakota. Jackie, welcome.
wow, that's
Wow.
awesome. Venezuela, that's
Oh,
awesome.
awesome. Sweden. I just saw Sweden.
Well, hi,
Aus-
Sweden.
Australia, Indiana. I'm looking at some of the
Yeah.
IGs. They, just so you
Oh,
guys know,
South
these,
Africa.
oh my gosh. Welcome, welcome.
Yeah.
These go by
Portugal.
so fast. Yeah.
I know. Rancho Cordova.
Let's
Uh,
see.
I'm just so excited. I mean, what a community, Lisa, right?
Yes, I love it. I love it.
I think this is one of the best things about technology because if you do have to move away from your family,
Hmm.
that has been you can still stay connected to your family. It's enabling us to still gather. Yes, it's not as great as being in person, but at least we've got FaceTime, Zoom, or whatever it is that you
Yeah.
can still like at least see them in a movie
I
video thing.
know. That's true. We couldn't do that before,
Oh, the other thing
So,
too, I want to say thank you, YouTube, all my YouTube followers for joining in Twitter. So this
yeah.
is the end of the year, and we just hope you all come back. And we've got some great things happening on Amy Roloff's Little Kitchen and on my website because we've got a little subscription thing going on, and you'll get some
Yes.
extra things, whether it be a recipe, whether it be cooking with me, whether it be a small little chat, or something like that. So we're pretty excited about that. In fact,
I
after
know.
this, right, Lisa? After
Right.
this, we're going to have our own little private chat with some of those subscribers from our cheesecake level.
Right, right. And if you want to join us, you can go to amyjroloff.com/membership or click the
Wow.
membership button on amyjroloff.com and sign up. And there we go. It's on the screen. For cheesecake and pancake
Oh, yeah.
members, we're going to do a live chat after this, and you can ask your questions and we'll try to best answer them. So, yeah,
So,
I'm
yeah,
pretty
go to the
excited. It's
web.
our first one. So,
Yeah. Yeah. So go to the website, look at I think we've got the cupcake, pancake, cheesecake level, and you'll get some discounts off of some of our products or other things that we're planning to do in 2023. So we're pretty
yeah.
excited about it.
Yeah, Nivi, can you put the website up on the screen for us? And just so you know, the first month is free, so you can just try us out. And if you say, "Hey, you know what? They're boring old ladies. I don't know. I'm not gonna keep watching this," or you might say, "Wow, just for example, next Monday, anybody who's a cheesecake member gets to cook with Amy.
Yeah, we're
Uh,
doing a little cooking thing.
yep, little stuffed mushrooms, right?
And what I'm calling this, because obviously cooking with Amy, we're not going to be on with me for 3 hours because some recipes can be very involved and time
Yeah,
consuming. So I'm really calling this like a last minute appetizer idea because we've got the Christmas holiday coming up. We have New Year's Eve if you're gathering with some people or having a small little party or big party, whatever it may be, or even have to take an appetizer to something that you're going to. So
Yeah.
I'm just calling this like a last minute appetizer. So I'm going to make a version of my stuffed mushrooms.
Yeah, I'm excited. And it's live. So you'll be with
Oh,
us on the
yeah.
Zoom call, cooking with Amy
Yeah.
and watching, asking questions. Again, so excited. So amyjroloff.com, click the membership button and you can sign up and be with us this afternoon. And again, be there on Monday. All right,
So
let's
anyway, we
talk.
just really wanted
Yeah,
to let you
yeah.
guys all know that.
Yep. Okay, something else fun, which we do
What?
every time, is we're doing a giveaway.
Oh, yeah.
So you'll get one lucky winner from Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Wait for the code at the end, but you will be getting an MVP mug from Amy. So at
Because
the
we're going
end,
to be talking a lot more about this next year. Why MVP is so important to me.
right.
And over here, it says matter, value, purpose.
Yeah, I love it. So we'll be giving those away. And somebody did ask again, how do I become a member? Go to amyjroloff.com and click the button membership, or amyjroloff.com/membership, and you can sign up there.
Yeah, so
All
that'll be
right.
good.
That's it.
So
Okay. Let's talk about.
during those private chats and stuff, we may talk about a specific subject, but basically it's about you guys. It's about what do you want to talk to me about? It could be parenting, it could be getting older, it could be, dating, or I don't know, mom
Cooking
stuff,
and
grandma
having
stuff,
fun. I know. I'm
life
excited because
stuff.
this is our first one. So we're really excited about that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the holiday season. Are you having any kind of a function? I think you were having like a open house, maybe?
Yes. Well, I really want to give kudos to my husband, Chris, because every time I drive up to my house at night and everything, I'm like, oh, I just love that guy so much because he decorated the house with all the lights because he knows that's important to me. Like I like some lights on my house. And it's just so our house is all decorated and everything. So yes, we're having, I don't know if we're having a New Year's Eve party. I got to talk to him about that. But we're having an open house on December 17th. So we invited some friends. I invited, my kids, and I'm not. And an open house to me is from 3 to 10. So people can just
Okay.
drop in if they want to, stop by for a half hour, an hour, a couple hours. We don't know. So we'll have some munchies and food and drinks and,
Well, I got your
stuff like
invite
that.
today. Should I be bringing something like to
No,
add to?
no, because if
Okay.
people are planning to go to a party, but they want
Mm-hmm.
to, and it's not far from where we live, you guys just stop by, have a little bite, have a little drink, and then you can be off to wherever. Or if you got something in the afternoon, then you can stop by maybe later in the evening. So
Yeah,
it's pretty much an open house of food, chit chat, gathering, getting together,
I love
and
it.
drinks.
What are
So
you
it could
going to
be
make?
it could be like yourself here. It could be a couple of people, or it could be lots of people showing up all at the same time. I don't know. But anyway,
So what are you going to make and serve?
well, that was the big debate. I think for easy stuff, party food and something to keep warm, I think I'm going to make like a little soup, like put them in just little cups, not a
Oh,
big bowl or anything, just little cups,
yeah.
something hot. I think this is always a fan favorite. I think a lot of times is those pigs in a blanket, type of thing.
You're
And
going to make
then,
those? That sounds
yeah,
good.
and then I'm going to make some meatballs with a nice, yeah, like,
Ooh,
savory sauce type of thing. So we'll
ooh,
have the
very
crock
good.
pot going. We'll have another thing going with warming up the soup, and we'll have another electric, like fry pan, with the lid on it or whatever to keep the pigs in a blanket warm. So,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
And
That's
then,
awesome.
I'll have a dip and crackers. I'll have some sort of veggie thing. Oh, and then I'm making cookies. But I tell you,
Mm,
we plan these things, and I'm like, okay, tomorrow I've got so many, oh, by
yeah,
the way, I'm now finally, I feel so much better. Not this intense sinus headache. I feel so much better.
yeah, you've been
But,
sick.
oh, like 3.5 weeks with the sinus cold. I should
I
have, after
know.
2 weeks, gone to the doctor and say, give me some antibiotics just to help the whatever's going on up here. But I've got two of my grandkids' plays tomorrow. I am watching three of them, meaning I got to, because they're coming, Zach and Tori are coming down, I think, for like a friend's Christmas gathering over at Darren
Oh,
Odge.
nice.
So I'm going to go up to Battleground because I personally thought it would be much easier to go up there and have the kids be sleeping in their own bed instead
Right.
of sleeping here and then
And then
having
wake 'em.
Zach and Tori wake them up,
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
all. Right.
So anyway, so I got
So,
that going on. And then I have the
oh,
party on
wow.
the 17th.
Oh my
So
gosh.
I'm going
I
to try
haven't
and,
made any cookies or anything yet. I have a
I
cookie
know.
exchange thing Saturday mid-morning, and I'm
Yeah,
like, I haven't even made any cookies. What I
I haven't
might
either.
make, I might be the weird one, and I might make our Italian olives. We have these
Mm.
marinated olives that's like a secret family recipe from my Italian side of the family. And I was thinking, would people want that? Would they want to try olives?
I
I
would love
don't.
it, but I don't do anything necessarily big with olives by themselves because Chris
Mhm.
doesn't like them.
Oh,
And so if
okay.
you're going to have people over, if you go to an event, I'm like, what happens if you don't like anything that anyone is offering, but you at least
That's
want to eat
true.
what you bring?
Right, right. Oh my gosh. So is Chris helping you prepare anything for Saturday?
Oh,
What's
we're like a
his
team.
job?
Well, we're like a team because I tell him if one of his friends are inviting us to something, I'm like, oh, bless your heart, honey. Let me be in charge of the food. Okay, I'm just saying, let
Yeah,
me be in charge of the kitchen and the food. But he'll
definitely.
help. We'll both do it, but he'll help clean up, straighten things up, and or say, Amy, you got to deal with this big, huge pile on our kitchen thing. Because
Yeah.
being sick, having this cold, it just wears you down. I have so much to catch up on. I'm hoping during Christmas break catch up on all these recipes I've got to write, sending out videos, cleaning up my office, this table, So yeah, we tag team. He does a lot of that organizing, and I just love it because I don't feel like I have to do all of this on my own.
Yeah, that's good.
You
Well, I
know.
have to say it's so funny. Dan Bertoni's on right now,
Oh
and he
yeah.
said, "You go, Paisan, make those olives." It's like, hey, he's in Pittsburgh, our Italian
Oh, I
connection
would make
right
the olives.
there. I just saw
Yeah,
it pop up. I had to say hi to Dan. That was too funny. For those Paisan is
absolutely.
like Italian friend. If you're not Italian, we always say Paisan. So
Yeah.
anyway, I had to interject that in there. Are you doing like a theme for your party? Is it going to
No,
be like ugly sweater or any?
no, just because it's a come and go, you don't know where people are going or coming,
Yeah,
or if they just want to pop on. You don't want people to think about it too much. You just want them to be here and show up.
yeah,
Do you know what I
that's
mean?
nice. Yeah, that's
But
good.
beyond that, I'll have my kids over. Um, so yeah,
Oh,
I'll be cooking two different dinners because I was hoping three of them who are here, all of them would be able to get together. But they've got other families to see too.
I
So
know.
I'll see Jared and Odge family on one day, and then Zach Torrey and Jacob and Isabel and families on another day.
Okay,
So I think I'll
very
be doing
cool.
a roast. An eye of
Oh,
round roast is very good. I'm not
oh,
sure I'll do a prime rib.
I
Ugh,
love prime rib.
I
Oh
know,
my
so do I.
gosh.
But I've got to call up and reserve something like soon. And then I
Yeah.
might do a ham on Christmas Day.
I have a ham from Costco. I picked up a ham there because that's kind of a easy, and
Yeah.
then you can just
Well, I think
roast
I'm
it.
going to call up the meeting place, our
Hmm.
local thing right around here, and see
Yeah,
if they have any hams. But if not, I may end up there too.
yeah, easy. Yeah. So, well,
Oh, and
very
then
good.
we've got a friends gathering with his poker buddy and wives on the 18th. So this
Mm.
weekend is like, oh my gosh,
Well, Amy, this is the last weekend before
I
Christmas.
know.
It just flew by. How did this
I,
happen?
I, I don't know.
And we say it every year. Let's get
Yeah.
together, which we did a little bit for kind of my birthday, November-ish,
Yeah,
but
but we just didn't focus on you and I and just having a
I
good
know.
time. And
So we
so
still next week, there's got to be a day we can do our little
we'll talk
get
about it
together.
after this.
I
Maybe the
like it.
22nd,
Okay, I like that.
because I really want to do that.
So do you have
So,
any top traditions that you do like with
huh.
when you have the kids
You know what?
around
I was
or
talking to my bookkeeper,
Shell?
and she was, again, you're able to develop those traditions when you have a lot of your family around. But she still has all the siblings come and gather at their mom or
Oh,
parents' or mom's house because that was established so long ago.
yes.
And so, I mean, I did our own little traditions with my kids, but I think I'm going to start next year, 2023. I want all the grandkids over this day and do something really special with all of them. Then I want all the families, that can. We're going to have a big Christmas dinner and, stuff like that. And just kind of do some different things like a grandma day with the grandkids.
Oh,
And
I
it can only
love
be like a couple
that.
of hours or
Oh my
whatever.
gosh, I love that
Um,
idea.
so yeah,
Yes.
I have to now that Jackson is 5, Ember's 5, they're older. Their younger brother or sister, they're getting a little bit older, 3, and then the other kids. Well, they'll be 2.5 probably by then.
I know. Wow.
I mean,
Wow.
yeah.
I love that Grandma Day idea. Eloise said that. And
Oh
then
yeah.
Cindy Elliott asked, what's your favorite dessert for Christmas? Do you have like a
Oh my
favorite?
gosh. I really have always loved cookies. I like the variety of cookies. So when you said something about cookies, I always make my snowball cookies.
I was just going to say
Yeah.
snowball.
I'm not sure if I'm going to make the 7-layer bar because I like the snowball
Oh,
cookies. I usually do a shortbread cookie. I like the cutout cookies, like you have a
mm,
solid bottom. You do that little jam. To me, it looks like a stained glass.
yes.
And
Yeah.
then I'll do that. But what I'm going to make for this one, instead of like raspberry jam or something like that, I might make a cranberry jam and
Ooh.
have that little sweet but tart in
Ooh.
there.
I like
And
that.
pardon? Yeah. So um, I
That
might do
sounds
that kind of
delicious.
cookie. I want something chocolate. I might do snowflake cutouts.
When are you going to have time to do all
Oh, I
that?
know. Isn't that crazy?
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
Oh,
But if we're
yeah,
having an open house, I have to have something.
that's true.
So,
Cindy says pecan crescents.
oh
Ooh,
yeah. Yeah, those are
ooh.
good. Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever had those.
Well, they look like a crescent moon, and I'm assuming with what she had mentioned, there are mounds cake. Oh yeah, what
Yeah,
ideas do you
Rika.
guys have? Oh, the gingerbread. Do you know what I'm going to try with the gingerbread for when my kids come over? The gingerbread roulette, like you roll it up and then it has that swirl of a
Oh,
mixture in it, or I might make a molasses roulette with like ginger in the cream mixture in there.
are you talking
So
like a
it looks like a
roll?
log.
So you've got, wow,
So
that's
it's like a
ambitious.
sponge cake or a cake,
Yeah, and
and
then
and
you
it's
have to
thin
roll
enough.
it.
And then you layer it with the cream, and then you roll it up. So yeah.
Mm, mm. Yeah, Pam Prater says you better get baking.
Wait, what?
You better get
Oh,
baking, Pam just said.
so I may make cookies today. Wait, what's today? Yeah, Wednesday.
You're kidding. Tonight?
Yeah, I might make some cookies tomorrow. And then Friday, before I go over to, Zach and Tori's house to watch the kids, I'll prep, but I also got to clean the house. So, yes,
Oh,
people, that's what happens when you don't feel well for 3 weeks.
I know. Ooh, someone
I'm
said
like,
a rum cake. So my
oh,
husband's from
yeah.
Jamaica and we do this. They called it wedding cake, but we call it rum cake, and it's a very dense, like you take prunes and dates and
So it's
some of those
basically like the
cherries.
fruit cake no one likes.
No, well, but you grind it all up,
Yeah.
and so well you soak it first in a port wine for like a month, all the fruits, and then
Oh
you
my
grind
God.
it up and add it in the batter, so it's not like chunks of fruit.
Oh, I
And then
see.
after you bake it, you pour white rum over it. Oh my God, it is so good. My sister-in-law taught me that, but I thought the next year after she left, I thought you pour the white rum over it as it's baking, and I caught the oven on fire.
Oh my Lord.
It just went boom. That was kind of scary. Yeah, I wasn't thinking too clearly then. So, oh my gosh. Well, let's take some questions from the fans.
Oh, yes. Let's do
Yeah, we've
that.
got Catherine Keeler. What's your favorite holiday pie recipe? Ooh,
Oh my gosh.
pie.
Where are you looking at?
Page 2 on the bottom. Questions from fans.
Oh, I missed all these names. Okay, what is your okay? Um, for Christmas, I typically do like an apple pie, but I
Really?
just made an apple crumb pie, or you could say an
Mm.
apple streusel pie, but I like to call it no, a Dutch apple pie. That's what it is, a Dutch apple pie. So
What's
I'm
the
gonna have to make
difference?
that recipe and videotape that because it's just a version of an apple pie, just with a different topping. So I really
Oh,
like that. Chris loves cherry pie, so I'm gonna do a video recipe on that. That'll either be for when Jeremy and uh, Audrey come by or when the other kids come by. I might do it for Jerry and Audrey because I already made it for Thanksgiving. And then what's
what
another
about
pie?
what about pecan pie? That's my favorite. I just love.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just need a
Well, I have a
fresh.
recipe over at Amy Roloff's Little Kitchen that are these little mini pecan pies,
Oh
and I
yes,
really like that.
yes, that
Um,
sounds good.
if I make an actual pecan pie, I want to try it with they have this other one. I want to try it with the like a chocolate base bottom of it.
Oh,
But
oh.
what is another pie that I've made? Oh
I
my
had
gosh!
I saw on the cooking the holiday baking they had a Canadian sugar pie. Have
Oh
you seen
really?
that? And it kind of
No.
looked like it had the ingredients of what a pecan pie has in it, that thick kind of
Yeah.
dark molasses and but nothing no nuts in it. But oh my gosh, that looked so good.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
so good. All right. How about what is your best memory, Christmas memory and gift?
Um. Oh, where are you?
Question 2. Okay, we try to
Okay.
have an
My
outline, but Amy can never follow the little thing. We're just trying to stay on time. We're already 10 minutes behind, but that's
okay.
okay.
The other thing is my favorite Christmas memory really has to be I think I was very ill one Christmas as a child,
Oh,
and I really had to muster it up for Christmas Day. I didn't want to miss Christmas Day. I think I still probably believe in Santa Claus. Not that I really emphasize that with my kids, but and my parents didn't either. It was just a fun thing. But
yeah.
I got and I mentioned this before. I got this baby tender love. They called it baby tender love
Yes, I
because
had
it
one of
wasn't the
those.
plastic arm and legs. It was kind of like, for lack of words, rubbery, but it was soft,
And you
you
could feed
know?
it. You could feed it a bottle.
Well, you could pretend feed it. I didn't get
Yeah.
that dowel where you actually feed it and it
No,
makes
no,
the,
no, that
you
was
know.
after our time. No, I
Yeah.
just remember having a bottle.
Yes, yes. And I just loved that doll. The other one was
Oh,
my kitchen set. I don't know if I got that for my birthday and back in those days, it was metal. It wasn't all this like heavy duty plastic stuff. It was like
yeah,
metal.
yeah.
But it was pink and it had the little stove, the little refrigerator, little cupboard. I'll tell you, I love that. In fact, I think I wrote that in my book. But I made food for it because you didn't have all this slew of food like you do now.
Right, right.
And oh, it was just so wonderful.
Did you
Yeah.
have a Susie homemaker oven? I
No,
had the Susie homemaker oven and the light bulb
not the easy
inside.
bake.
Not the easy bake. That one you
Okay.
slid through. My cousin cut her hand on it because the metal broke. But the easy bake one had a light bulb, and you put a cake in there, and it would lock, so you couldn't get in and burn yourself. And it cooked from the heat of the light bulb. But it was cute. They were turquoise.
Oh wow. No,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
back in the 60s.
No,
Okay.
no, that's awesome. I'm sorry, I got distracted by someone that said something about the sound, so I'm not sure about that.
Oh, I don't see
Well,
anything.
I love this other one. It's Christmas morning. Usually I have done French toast. I have made cinnamon rolls because that's always a fun thing.
Yum.
Recently, as I've gotten older, Dutch baby. Oh, you can do so much with the Dutch baby
You have to
pancake or
send
like
me that
German
recipe.
pancake.
Yeah.
What?
That is that in the downloadable cookbook? I think it
No,
is. No,
I
it's
don't think
not.
so. No.
Okay, well you have to send me the recipe then.
Yeah.
So
And
awesome.
then, or I make like an egg frittata or depending on how many people you're serving, either an egg frittata or like a strata,
Mm-hmm.
or a big 9 by 13, make a egg casserole. Because I think I've got one out there. I think with tater tots or hash browns and stuff like
Yummy.
that. So
Yummy,
yeah,
yummy,
or
yummy.
make a hash. Do potatoes and bacon and sausage, and you just make a hash with some scrambled eggs or something too.
So
Um,
good.
as I get older, and it's just Chris and I, we don't really go all out for breakfast on the weekend. Occasionally, we might go out for breakfast,
Uh-huh.
but I might just have some oatmeal, a fried egg, a piece of toast. Very
It's
simple.
easy. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very easy to just make breakfast at home. I've
Or an
found too.
avocado toast. But I mean, I don't make
Oh,
this big elaborate thing unless I have people coming over.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, I think a lot of people have been waiting for this, and we can get back to some of the other questions because we have more to go. But let's talk about Little People Big World last night
Oh
and
yeah.
Chris's surprise birthday party. Crazy.
Okay. I was reading
Yes.
this is from Shannon Temple. What's an easy dessert to give teachers for Christmas? That's a tough one to me because I would probably, if you know the teacher or something, I would probably get an idea from them. Do you like cookies or what kind of treats do you like? And
Maybe ask
so,
them because they could have a nut allergy, they could have
yeah.
different things. So you might almost have to ask
But I think a
nowadays.
lot of times it's cookies or something from a bakery that makes it easy for them either in the morning for them at home or when they come
Mhm.
in to prep before all the kids come or something of that sort. Or if you can't make anything, because obviously all this, food stuff.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I would really kind of just hint around and get an idea and go to a
Yeah.
bakery or something like that. Because I think cookies are always a great thing, but I like
Right.
cookies.
Right. Right.
Oh
Okay,
yeah, so
let's
Chris's surprise birthday party. Okay, what's the best part?
yay, back on track.
I know, I know. What I loved about guys, there's so many things about Chris's birthday party. Number one, you and Deb helped me, which people I couldn't have done it
It was
without
fun.
them.
It's what we do.
Um, and then feeling like you have to like fib or
Yeah,
exaggerate and not exactly tell
an
the truth,
untruth. An
you know?
untruth.
And
Yes.
then
And you had to find an alibi. What
oh,
that
I
was
know.
crazy
Oh my
what you
gosh.
because when we first started talking about this, you said, I don't know how I'm going to pull it off. And then out of your top of your head, you said Art
Well, you know
Fletcher's
why I had to
birthday.
do that? Because I don't think it was really emphasized on the show. The reason I had to do that because Chris kept saying, well, why don't we throw a combined birthday party for us both? Because we both turned 60. And I'm like,
Wow.
oh, sure. I wasn't exactly enthusiastic about it. And he's
I
like,
know
what?
it. Yeah, he was kind of like, what is going on?
And so I was afraid because his birthday was like during the week and mine's not till September that we were going to pick. He was going to pick the
Oh,
5th or something. And because it was filmed, I couldn't pick a weekend. So that's why I picked Friday. And I freaked out. I was panicking. I'm like, I have just spent 2 months prepping for this thing, getting a venue, which is our local Scotch Church Road vineyard, which we love going.
beautiful, beautiful vineyard.
And then I thought, oh, by the way, who would have figured? But we're going to another surprise birthday party. Lisa Fletcher's giving one for Art.
I
Oh,
was like,
really?
what?
And then, because Chris is very inquisitive, well, when's Art's birthday? And I knew I had to prep myself. I
Oh,
knew that he might ask. So I looked in all of our friends lists. Who has a birthday? Pray to God in
yes,
August. And
yes.
Art Fletcher was really the only one. And so
That
it
was
was later.
brilliant.
It was later in August. So I called up Lisa Fletcher and I'm like, Lisa, I really need your help. Can you help me pull this off? Can you just pretend that you're throwing a surprise birthday party for Art and it's on
Yes.
the 5th? It's at Scotch Church Road Vineyard and, just stuff like that. She goes, oh, sure, because Lisa's really fun. Oh, sure, we can do that. So
Yeah.
anyway, we pulled that off. But I think the most special moment, I was really grateful for all the people that were able to come. His sister came in from Idaho, so I was very, very happy she was
She's
able to
so
make it.
sweet, Tammy.
And then, but the moment, oh, then Chris goes out and buys Art a gift. Then I began questioning because he wasn't bugging me so much about this combined birthday party. I think he mentioned it 3 times. I'm like, oh yeah, sure, I'll get a list going.
I know.
So then I had to text everyone and say, hey, if Chris tells you about the surprise birthday party happening on God knows what date, ignore it. Just say you're coming or you can or whatever.
Yes.
And so that's why I brought Lisa Fletcher in.
Oh my
And
gosh.
so
That
then I
was
had to
the
text
perfect,
everyone. I had to text everyone that info.
but that was
I
a
was
perfect
stressing.
alibi. Yeah, you
Yeah,
were nervous,
I
so
was.
nervous.
In
And
fact, I was stressing and being nervous so much that when you saw in the episode, when I went to the to the vineyard and you guys were prepping and decorating, I went there because it's like Chris is going to be, because I said I had to help Lisa Fletcher out, or I said I
right.
had to help Lisa
No, I
out.
thought you went to the bank. You said you were going to the
Oh yeah, I
bank.
was going to the bank, and I don't know, I might have to help Lisa out. I don't know what I said, and I'm like, well, I can't be gone 4 hours. He's going to be like, did you get robbed?
I know.
and so and so so I just had to go to you guys just for a little bit, and I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, you got a lot to do here, people. You got a lot to do here. But I think I was so stressed that I snapped at my friends, and they're like, oh yeah, whatever.
You know, and
And
Deb can vouch for this. We've got it. We've been doing so many events for so many years together. And yes, things were chaotic. And I will say, you bought an overabundance of decorations, and there were these nets. You wanted these
you can
fish
never
nets because
have
it
be
was
too much.
Hawaiian. It was
Yeah.
Hawaiian theme. And it's like
Motorcycle.
these,
It was Hawaiian motorcycle thing.
and then we had to cut out all these little fish and hook them onto the nets. And I'm like, we're doing that last. We're getting the big stuff done first, and we'll get as many fish on there, those nets, as we can. So we knew.
Yeah.
We just said, we've got it. Go back to
But I
Chris.
was
We've
stressing
got it.
because I felt so bad that I had to leave and just, you guys
Yeah.
do it all.
You
But I
know,
had to go back,
Deb and
you
I and
know?
Liz doing your wedding and all of that. We've
Oh
got it,
gosh.
girlfriend. You know
I know,
that.
but
It's
usually
just,
we're all doing it together.
that's
Right.
true. Well,
You
you don't
know.
like to be out of the loop. I know that.
I
So I'm the
know.
same way. I'm the same way. You know I am. So
But I think the biggest moment for me about that thing was, oh, Chris goes out and gets Art Fletcher a gift.
yes.
And I'm like, oh my God, it's not even his birthday and he spent the money on getting him a gift. What did you get him? Oh, I got him a brand new pickleball paddle.
Because you
I'm
guys
like,
all play
oh,
together.
that'll be great. And when he did that, I'm like, does he
Uh-oh.
know? And I
Oh.
was going to be so pissed if he knew and I didn't have the clue that he knew. And I went to all of this. I was just,
But he
oh my
did not
God.
know.
He
He
did
did
not
not
know
know.
because
He was just being a nice
when we
guy.
came into the place, I looked all around. I'm like, okay, no one's around. Okay, that's a good thing. I looked at all the tables that were a little bit off, in the lawn area, thinking, oh gosh, I hope he doesn't look over there because is he going to notice anything? Because Art doesn't drive a motorcycle.
Right.
And then as we walked up, I'm thinking, okay, the crew said they were going to put cameras here and there because I didn't even see them. So I thought, okay, that's covered because Chris is like little detail, he's looking
Oh
all
yeah.
around.
Oh yeah.
And then I'm not sure if we had the cake out there yet or not because I'm like,
No, no, cake
okay,
wasn't out.
because
It
I'm
was
like,
in the
he's going to
fridge.
notice the name on it. And
No.
then right before when the doors open, which I don't think they showed on the show, but when the
Yeah.
doors first opened, he was, and everyone goes, "Oh, surprise!" He goes, "Oh, no, 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 it's
He
not mine."
stepped
It's like,
back.
whoa,
He went,
it's not me.
oh, because I was
But
right
then
there.
everyone kept clapping, and then he
Yes.
started looking at all the people. He's like, "Well, Art doesn't know these people."
I know. It was hilarious. It was
Yeah,
hilarious. And I have to say, but from some more behind the scenes,
yeah.
so Amy usually is a few minutes delayed on things when she goes to events, just because she's got so much going on. Sometimes it happens to me too. But we were expecting them to show up like 45 minutes to an hour prior because that's what time you said you guys were going to get there. And then
Not us, because we had to wait for
Yes.
everyone to be there.
No. And then you texted me and said, Chris is changing his pants. And
It
we're
was
like,
not an hour before.
No, it
I
was.
said, nope. I said everyone to show up about
Ask
5:30.
Deb. Ask
I
Deb.
said I asked everyone to show up, I think about 5:30. We would probably be there about 6, because people might run late and get caught in traffic and all that
6:45.
stuff. And then Chris
6:35.
thinks I said we weren't supposed to be there till 6:15, 6:30. I said no, because
See, you were late. You were late then. You just admitted it.
everyone's
you were late.
wrong. No, Chris
you're
is
late.
wrong, because I had this time, because I knew I had to be certain
And it
things.
was so hot in that bar.
Then Chris was going to wear jeans. Yeah, Chris was going to wear jeans.
It was so funny.
So anyway.
But we were blaming it all on you. And then you go, well, Chris is changing his pants. We're like, what the heck? It was hilarious. It was just
good thing I bought enough drink and food and snackies.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we're getting close to 5, because we've got some other stuff to do after this.
Yeah.
Did you want to mention what they need to say?
Oh, right.
To win the mug?
We are going to shut this down a little bit earlier. Usually we go an hour and a half, so we're going to go an hour.
Well, we only go an hour and a half because I like to talk.
Yes. Okay. So the phrase is, I wrote it down.
I thought it was New Year's.
So we're going to give away to Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube one lucky winner. And if you want to put in now into
from
the
each
chat,
of those,
one for each for that mug, it's Happy New Year. So if you guys want to start putting Happy New Year in there, we're going to pick somebody.
It's a good mug.
Yeah, really fun. So while you're doing that, let's just talk about a little bit more on the membership that everybody's going to. Here it goes. 4 lucky winners. So we'll do those in a minute. Let's do some questions.
One winner from Facebook, one winner from Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram, and then Happy New Year is the, I guess, password, or what are we calling that?
We're just calling it the code. The code to get chosen, I guess. Well, let's talk a little bit about cooking this week. We did, you're always looking at adding new recipes. We're working on a new cookbook.
So I made a new cookbook's coming out. Look for that in the new year. I'm really loving it. It's a book form of all the recipes that I've made, at Amy Roloff's Little Kitchen for this part, for the last 2 parts. Anyway, so this past weekend, it's green beans. Green beans, you can do so much with green beans, but this green bean thing was really, really good. I tried oh my God, what do I say? It's not grilling, but sauteing lemon. Charred, that's right.
You charred lemon. I was there.
Charred lemon halves, on the saute pan. That really changes the lemon, people. It really does. I did shallots and feta over green beans. And then I did a chive and parsley, as a garnish in that. It was so, so good. I love that recipe.
Delicious.
The other one was pizza stuffed meatloaf. And so good. So good. And then red velvet cupcakes. And believe it or not, you guys, I've never really done it. Maybe one time I've never really made a red velvet anything. And so I thought I'd try out cupcake.
The flavor was amazing. Yeah. And the frosting,
really good.
It was really good. So look for those to come out maybe in the new year, or we'll have to see what.
I would say maybe spring, like April.
Yeah, kind of around
late
April
spring.
time.
No, that's springtime. Yeah, April, springtime. Well, the one thing about the frosting, if I have time, I will pipe my frosting on the cupcakes. If I don't, then I'll just spread it on there. And because we were running a little low on time, but I always say, people, follow the recipe, because sometimes the video, I don't want to keep looking at my recipe because that's very distracting.
She does tweaks during it, which I understand, because if you're cooking, some things don't turn out.
Well, then I missed something from the recipe and
like your butter, it didn't get soft and room temp. So you improvised.
My house must be cold. I don't know, but anyway. Well, let's do some more questions, and then we can do some shout outs and then give whoever won.
Okay.
But we have Terry.
Your microphone. Move your hand away from your microphone, maybe. There you go. Oh
My
yeah.
microphone. Is
When
this the
you
microphone?
yes, and it's been making a cracking noise.
Isn't that funny? I never thought this worked.
Yes. Yeah,
Oh,
don't touch
brothers.
it. Just like when we film, I have to not wear a necklace because it hits the
Yeah.
microphone and then too
Well, we have
funny.
Terry from IG. Will you be back for another season on TLC? You know what?
Oh,
We never know for that. We are definitely wrapping up. In fact, people, I think we have three more episodes to go.
yeah.
So it's three more episodes. Is it three or two? I think it's two.
I think it's two also.
So we're on the tail end of this season. We'll see if we're filming anymore, but as far as I know, we're going to be filming something.
Yeah.
But I have no idea what kind of episodes or how they're going to work that.
What do you want to see Amy do? Let's see. Maybe some of the questions from the audience.
I know. What would you like
Yeah.
Chris and I to do on if we do
Yeah.
more episodes? What would you
Or
like us
Deb
to
and I
do?
and you too, the friends.
Oh yeah. Ooh, we can get kind of crazy.
Kind of crazy.
Sometimes the crew goes, too much.
I've not
Anyway,
heard them say that. They always say,
well, I
"Oh,
know.
I know."
Oh, someone said, what is the best, hardest thing about filming? What compels you to keep sharing your story?
Hmm.
I think the best thing was me personally. I think it really helped me to learn how to have more confidence in myself, be a little more feeling comfortable in the public and strangers. Because I even when I had kids and moved here to Oregon and everything like that, I was very guarded. I still have a tendency to be guarded because of the show, but it helped to open me up and gain more confidence. One of the hardest things about filming too is I'm exposed at such a different level than when we weren't filming because I'm different, so I'm exposed in a different way. But when you're filming, it's like you now become something for everybody. And it's almost like you don't have ownership of yourself as much. It's just in a different way. It's
Mm,
really weird how to explain that. And then I was definitely a lot more sensitive and aware, or tried to be anyway, of how this was impacting my kids. How can I normalize life of a choice
yeah.
that their dad and I made? And so to me, that was the hardest thing. A whole bunch of comments when social media became a thing and everything like that. I was just really amazed at the comments that people made. I could, they can make whatever they want about me, but about my kids. I thought,
Yes.
man, how old are you people? You guys are adults. These are my kids. Like what? So
Gosh,
that was really
it's
hard
crazy.
on me. And then it was hard on me because comments would be made and then like Matt would question me and stuff like that.
Oh
And I'm
my
like,
gosh.
okay, I cannot handle this. I've got the crew, I've got television, have my husband sometimes at the time. And then I got all these other people. I was just feeling like I was pulled. And so I've mentioned this many, many times. So the thing I said, okay, Amy, what is your main job here? My
Hmm.
main job was to try and be the best mom I could in the element that I was in. Was I
Right.
perfect? Oh, God, no. Um,
Yeah, but
but all I
Amy,
could say is that I did my best and
yeah,
that, yeah.
I
So
think,
anyway,
just being your friend
and faith was very important.
okay, and watching you get pulled in all those directions. When you were married to Matt, it was like you were questioned every day. What
I
did
was
you do?
questioning
How did
myself.
that? Yeah, well, because he was
Yeah.
putting that pressure on you. I'm just being candid.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you can't do this. You can't. This is what'll happen. You can't say this on camera because then it'll look bad. And I'm looking
And I'm not saying
now,
he did it all the time, but he did it enough. You know how the whole thing goes? All it takes is one time and
right?
it
But
just
it was
suddenly
constant,
changes you. But if
right?
it's said often in many different ways, um, you begin to wonder like, wow, this is
Yeah, you
tough.
question yourself.
But also one of the best things was the places that we got to go to in those earlier
Right.
years of filming.
Right.
Obviously, with the slew of reality shows on all of these networks or TLC, budgets have to change. It's just like
Right.
any business. You have
Yeah.
this product and this product. Well, if you add a whole bunch of other products, your budget changes because it depends on how much, something's bringing in.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Yeah. Well, and that's why I just kind of want to bring it back. I saw that that was going on with you as you were evolving into your own person and then finding your voice, and then seeing now some of the things that have been said on this, even the last 2 not episodes, but
season.
seasons. Thank you. It's just shocking to me how different uh, Matt is and how he reacts to things. It's like complete opposite of how he was with you. I
Well,
just
I
have to
also
say
can,
that. I just have to
but
say that
but I
people.
also can,
I'm
but I
sure you've
also
seen
say
it
to
too.
that, but I also say to that though, we're entering a different season of life. We're getting older, and you become the things that were important back then or whatever don't seem quite as important, or you've mellowed out and stuff like that. But when you're going through something like that at that time,
Yeah,
it's like,
I
I mean,
know.
I could say so much about this, but
People have
it's
seen the
still,
show. They
well, the
see
thing
that
is, it
it's
still
different now.
impacts me. And it's like, why couldn't you have been a little more like what you are now than what
Right.
you are back then? But, I'm
Agreed.
sure I've
Agreed.
changed too, though, and
Yeah.
probably have done some stuff that maybe I wouldn't have done now because we're older, we're wiser. And that's why I think people shouldn't give up on their marriages so quick because, oh my gosh, you do change. But, and listen,
Hmm.
we could go on and on.
Okay. I
One
get
of
it.
because we're running out of time, I'm trying
Yes,
to
we've
stay
got
on
our winners.
target.
I know. So we've got our winners. We're going
Well,
to
I want to
announce
do
our
one more question.
Okay.
Well, two really. What is something valuable you have both learned from your friendship? I'll tell you what
Oh,
I think, and this is from Yvette. I think because Lisa and I, we communicate and we talk things out. I think we both give ourselves space for each other and we respect because, we have
yeah.
different thoughts on different things,
Hmm.
and that's okay because neither one of us are either far left or far right. We're not opposites to that extreme,
Right.
but we stay right here and we talk about some, don't we? Like we'll be on
Very
the phone
important
for
things.
like 2 hours or an
I know.
hour.
And I think,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. And I think this is where maybe you were going to say this, I'm not sure, but I think a lot of times we can agree to disagree
yeah.
and not be offended or upset.
Or
And
not destroy
sometimes,
a friendship because we disagreed on something.
right. And some things you say, I'm like, wow, I never thought of it that
Yeah,
way. And that's what I appreciate. Cause I'm like,
yeah,
you know what? I was just so kind of over here thinking, and it's like, no, there's good points over here. And
yeah.
I just wish more people could do that. Um,
Well, we
you
keep
know,
ourselves open enough, but we also have that base, that foundation that we both have.
hmm.
And we will
Hmm.
protect it, but it's not like so much so that you can't have a conversation. We
Yeah,
also
I
try and
welcome it.
get fun time. Yeah, so do I. Sometimes we have fun times together, and we question very much whether we should go into business or not with Amy Roloff's Little Kitchen, and even the
Yeah.
charity. The charity foundation helped us to meander those waters,
Hmm.
and but yeah, so we just have an understanding of that.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Someone was
feel,
asking, what does Amy's necklace say? I certainly hope we have this on our site, but it's the MVP. It reminds me every day that I matter, I have value and purpose. But it also reminds me if I am an MVP, someone else that I'm talking to is also an MVP, and a stranger or that person or this person. So to me, it's a good reminder for you to not only respect yourself, but to respect other people too. Whether, based on this question that Yvette asked, you agree or disagree, learn how to either bow out of the conversation gracefully or some, if you want to
yes.
value that
Yeah.
friendship or something like that, but just have an understanding. This is probably an area that we just won't go there because why? You
Yeah.
know?
Right.
So
And
anyway,
I respect that, what you're thinking, and you respect ours. And that MVP is matter, value, purpose. That was from your
yes,
father, right?
that's why. Yep.
And we'll see if that's
Yes, it is
on.
from my dad. Yes, I wrote it in my book because
Yes.
that, as a little girl, is how I interpret it. See? So I thought at the end of the year, this would be very good to give as a giveaway and help people in the new year.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, Naveed's going to post the winners. So who is our first winner, Naveed? Well, we might need to talk a little bit until. Hey, Lucy and Ethel, you know me. Kathy Lynn Hope.
Oh,
Ah, hey,
Kathy.
Kathy.
Oh my gosh.
Woohoo.
Hey, Kathy, um,
I love
text me,
that.
text me your address and
I
Kelly's
have it.
address.
I think I have
Oh,
it.
do you? Because I may have it, but I'm unsure.
I
Because
think
I
I
can't
have
look at
it.
my phone.
I think
But
I have it.
yeah.
So,
Oh, Kathy, I think of you guys so much. I miss you guys.
yeah, she's awesome.
It would be kind
Well,
of fun to get together with them, take a trip and
you
get
know
together
what?
with them
Maybe
someplace.
that's something we need to do in 2023 is meet
Maybe.
somewhere.
Kathy, would
Yeah.
you like us to come and see you? We'll
Yes.
travel.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
So anyway, okay. Do we have
Okay.
the names? Oh,
Uh,
the
yes. Sorry, I
winners
was
are on the
covered up.
screen.
So for Facebook, it's Joanne Reed.
Facebook, Joanne Reed. Contact
Congratulations.
arlittlekitchen.com. Oh no,
ARLittlekitchen at gmail.com. YouTube, we'll let Naveed do
Frederica
that.
Holmes. YouTube, Frederica Holmes. Twitter, Rochelle Nagel. And IG is Joanna Crouch.
All right. And show them what they just won again.
Oh yeah, I love this cup. So welcome yourself. Say good morning. I am an MVP. I'm going to go out there and let other people know they are too. It's
Yeah.
a good way to start off the day, I
So
think.
if your name was called, please email me at arlittlekitchen at gmail.com. We'll put the names up there again after we show this just one more time. And congratulations. So if you email me, then I will, and send me your address, we will get those ordered. If you want to buy one, Annie Harmon asked, you can go to
Ireland.
arlittlekitchen.com, and they're on our store for Amy Roloff's Little Kitchen. Sorry,
Yeah.
amyrollupslittlekitchen.com if you want to buy one. But fun little gifts. We love our coffee mugs because it's so
Yeah.
cold here. We got to have something hot in there, right, Amy? It's like,
Could be
wake
hot
me up.
chocolate. It could be
Yeah.
a little coffee spiced with who knows,
Who
or
knows? Who
something
knows?
Irish
Yeah.
cream or Irish whiskey and whatever. Ooh.
Oh, ooh. Is that happening on Saturday at your party? I might have to.
If people come late, it may. If people
Okay.
come later, yeah.
So
So anyway.
congratulations, Joanne Reed,
Yeah,
Frederica
thank you
Holmes.
guys all for being on, and just check out amyjroloff.com/membership. Check out those different levels of subscriptions because we're going to be joining some people that have subscribed right after this, and just continue on the conversation on another subject. And so yeah, we're starting that off, and we're going to do more in the new year.
Yes. So again, if you want to come to see us at the live, our private chat, which is going to be happening right after this, go to amyjroloff.com, click on membership, and you can have a free month if you start off. There we go, and sign up. And they're great for Christmas gifts too. If you want to give someone a year membership with
Oh
us,
yeah,
because you're going to be
that's a
doing
good
some
too. Yeah,
cooking.
you're right. A good
They're
Christmas
gonna
gift.
be doing some cooking with Amy, like we're doing on Monday, live
But other
on
stuff too.
Zoom.
It might be just a Q&A.
Yep. So, and you know what? We are close to our time, Amy. I'm so proud of
But
you.
you
It's only 5:05.
But the other thing is too is because the holidays are here, we didn't want to go over too much and have you guys get going on your holiday things and stuff like that. But we'll have another live in January. We'll let you guys know that. But I truly want to wish you
Yes.
guys a very peaceful. I hope you all are well. A very joyful Christmas filled with lots of blessings, and I hope the new year gets off to a great start. So January is going to really be about the new year. How do we feel about the new year coming up?
Yes.
Because 2022 was really our first year of being out of COVID.
Yeah.
So how did that year part go? What are we
Wow.
expecting and hoping for in 2023? So anyway,
And still
truly,
be careful out there with that, because we had our
yep.
Christmas party last night for our family, and out of 10 people, just my cousins got together. 4 of them got COVID yesterday and the day before.
Okay, I
So
really wanted to end this on a happy note.
sorry. Just be careful out there. And what do we always say?
Well, wait a minute. So I really want to wish you a very, very Merry Christmas. I think Hanukkah is over now, but I hope you guys all had a wonderful Hanukkah or whatever other holiday you may celebrate. But Happy New Year too. You know,
Yes.
be kind. What is
Stay
it, Lisa?
kind and stay kind.
Yeah, be kind, stay kind, because if you smile, you never know the impact you'll make on someone else who may love to see that smile and maybe smile
Yeah.
back at you. So,
And if
Merry Christmas and
Merry
Happy New
Christmas.
Year.
And if you want to
Woohoo!
continue our private chat, it's amyjroloff.com membership. Click it, because I've had a bunch of people ask me right
Oh,
here in the chat. So just had to
oh,
say it
okay.
again.
Well,
All
here.
right.
Cheers.
Cheers. Salute. Dan Bertoni.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.